Sup?
How we cheer?
How we doing? It's another night. It's Friday night. Well, now it's Saturday morning. But, got another one.
We got a DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Another one.
Hopefully we don't get sued. Nobody listens to this anyway. Hell yeah.
Well, it's looking like another gorgeous day out here in Sun Valley, California. Chilling over here with my main man, Dennis. How you doing today?
How's it going there, Chuck?
Pretty good.
Good. We are here live, and my gosh, I have to say, it is a gorgeous day out here. You can see all these people have gathered today just to come out and, have a little fun.
Just trying to get some of that good old-fashioned picket golf. You know what we're saying up here.
Oh, yes. It's an 18-hole course. We're going to get a couple people coming in that we're actually kind of excited to see. Postseason, we got to see them come through, but I really think that some of these golfers are going to really show us a swinging time, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, and the fact that they have to do this on horses is crazy. Standing there and swinging at the same time with this fucking horse just kicking up.
Oh, I know.
It's insane.
Well, and I'm surprised, too, because they have extended clubs to reassure that, the height difference is still going to be the same. That way they can actually hit the ball.
Right.
So we're looking at 12 to 15 feet long clubs. Really feel bad for the caddies, because they gotta haul that stuff around. They don't get a horse.
No, they're some buff motherfuckers, though.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
All right, a couple guys we're looking at today. Chuck Norris is out here. He is, going on 95 at this point, but he actually didn't bring clubs, surprisingly. He's didn't even bring a cabbie. He's just gonna ride this horse, and I'm not sure how he's gonna play, but we're gonna come over to him and see how he's doing.
The score's gonna be pretty low. That's what I'm thinking.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
Over on the other side, though, we got Willem Dafoe riding his Clydesdale. He's using his penis as a club. It's so long it can reach the ground. Even though he's on a Clydesdale and it still drags behind him.
That's surprising.
It's crazy.
That is very surprising.
I've
never seen anything like that.
Depending on where the ball is at, depending on what kind of club he wants to use, he just hardens it and softens it throughout the whole thing.
That's wild. That's like next-gen technology right there.
He swears it's the only balls he ever hits, though. I don't believe him.
No, I don't believe that either. But, all right, we're going to get started. Looks like Willem Dafoe is up first. And he's doing a little something interesting. He's actually backwards on the horse currently, which is surprising. He is facing the crowd, completely nude. And,
of course.
Yes, I mean, how else is he going to play golf? Looks like he's going in for a swing. Ooh, did not make contact. It's going to be a rough one on the scoreboard for him, Dennis. No, you're correct, Chuck.
Well, looky there, Chuck Norris. He's off of his horse and laying on the ground. What is he doing? Oh. Paramedics are rushing out.
Uh-oh.
Looks like somebody actually finally took down Chuck Norris, and it was Chuck Norris who did it himself. Looks like he tried to swing at that ball with his own fist, came back around and punched himself in the face. Hopefully he's going to be alright. It's a dangerous sport out here.
It is, and especially this horse golf.
Yeah.
You see all sorts of stuff. I remember last year we had a guy come in on a Tiger. He didn't actually have a horse.
Oh.
Yeah, and the Tiger did all the work for him. He actually ended up getting disqualified. We can't have people just riding Tigers.
Interesting enough.
At horse golf.
Interesting enough. with horse golf, well, not very many people notice this because it's not really ever on the footage. The horses and the riders, the players, still use the golf cart,
Really?
to drive around. It's weird. They tie the horse on the back.
Okay.
They drive this cart, and normally, most of the time, the horse keeps up. There's been a couple times where the horse stumbles and they end up dragging the horse down.
Wow, that's
But,
amazing.
you know, we got backup horses for that.
Exactly.
No animals were hurt today
Yeah.
in the making of any of this.
It's all right, though.
You know, Dennis, most of the time when I come out here to watch this golf, I never think I'm going to see anything interesting. But every time I come, something interesting happens. And it gets better and better every year.
Oh, I know.
It's the highlight of my year. I talk about it with my wife non-stop. It's just constant. She's always telling me to stop talking about work. Stop talking about work. I'm like, you don't know what these horses and these golfers have to go through.
Right. Well, and the rigorous training they have to go through, and especially with, the obstacle course that is a part of every golf, every tournament. It's really interesting to see how these golfers cope with, hopping all of these obstacles and everything.
Right.
And I'm guessing none of them are really prepared to ride horses. So it just hurts. I bet it hurts.
Right. Well, and then you got, once Chuck Norris gets back onto the field next week and finishes out his course.
Hold on there, Chuck. Looks like we actually got word from the paramedics of Chuck Norris. Looks like he actually got a blood transfusion from Bruce Lee himself, surprisingly, and was able to come back. And he is actually going to finish out this tournament.
Well, that is great to hear.
I know. I'm really excited to see if he gets past hole 1.
Yeah. After they get through all 18 holes, the game's not done. They got to keep going. They got round 2 before they hit the finals.
Right.
And round 2's completely different. There's no clubs, no balls, nothing. They go out on their skateboards at that skate park, and they're supposed to dodge all the animals that they have scattered. They got venomous snakes.
Yeah.
And all kinds of dangerous animals just scattered throughout
anything to take that horse down.
Well, they're not on the horse anymore in round 2. Round 2, they're on the skateboard. There's no
that's
golfing.
right.
It's completely different.
Oh, wow.
And they gotta go through and
they have a hockey stick, right?
yeah, they have a hockey stick to defend themselves, but no pads. They don't get any pads.
Okay, makes sense. Not even a helmet, right?
No. You know who the first person died playing this sport? Tony Hawk.
Oh my gosh. The master of skateboarding himself couldn't even face round 2. I'm surprised he got through round 1 with this golf.
He got through round 1 by a little hair.
By a hair.
Yeah. But
By a horse's hair.
Cunt hair.
Ugh.
And he got to round 2, and he got on his skateboard. The second he hit the ramp, he fell,
Oh, wow.
and right underneath him was a snake, and it bit him.
Oh my god.
And then his trainer came out, and he started sucking on the wound.
Oh,
It was
geez.
his big toe. His big toe got bit right through the shoe.
Oh, wow.
They took his shoe off, and they sucked his toe, and he's like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. He got back on his board. 10 seconds later, fell again.
Oh my gosh. I know. I wasn't here last year. And I really regret not being here because I had the offer. But I'm so glad to be a part of this. It's such a great experience.
We're great to have you, man.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Oh, thank you. And
Wow.
ESPN, I really appreciate you guys, sponsoring horse golf and battleboard as well. That's what they're calling it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got a big chair to fill there, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you didn't know Jim before. I don't know if you met Jim or not.
I have not, no.
Well, I don't know if you met him while he was working here. Obviously, he's passed away now, which is why you're here. We kind of all come to terms with that.
Yeah, they didn't really let me in, but on what really happened. I was just kind of, filling a position.
Well, last year, after round 2, it was Bruce Willis and I think it was Whoopi Goldberg. They were the 2 finalists that went on to round 3.
Oh, wow.
And it was last year round 3 was different than this year. Last year's round 3 was it was like go-karts.
Okay.
And they had this track, and they were driving around this track, and they had to brake so that their tires would make like a shape, like a mark on the paint.
Oh, so they had to draw.
And they had to draw stuff with their tires.
Oh, wow.
And Whoopi Goldberg drew tits.
What?
Yeah, she drew these gigantic tits on the ground.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis over there doing some fucking crazy shit over there with some trees
some
and
Die Hard stuff.
Yeah. So Whoopi Goldberg's like making these titties, and she like gets off her go-kart when she's done, and she opens up her shirt to show her own, and they look
kind of like a Justin Timberlake kind of situation, or
no? See, it was more of like she was like showing us that these were her tits that she drew.
Oh my god!
And Jim was just the blood rush, man.
Oh, wow.
Blood rush straight to his penis.
Jeez.
And then he jerked it off. He finished. He went home.
All on
His
the
wife
air?
Killed him. Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, wow, I just realized we're on live television.
Oh, no, we're on a totally different network, man.
What?
We can say whatever we want on this air. This is golf and paddleboards, man.
Yeah, you're right. What is round 3 this year?
It's a surprise. Nobody except for the trainers
Oh, wow.
and the contestants
Who make it there?
the big heads know what's going on.
Oh, wow.
Round 3 is always a surprise every year. Round 1 and round 2,
Horse
they
golf,
stay the same.
paddleboard.
Surprise.
Okay. That's surprising.
Hopefully you make it there, man. It'll be nice.
Oh, I plan to. I plan to stick around because I know paddleboards is my favorite part of this whole show.
Yeah.
It's everything, honestly. The amount of blood they show is kind of intense, but you get used to it after a little while.
Yeah. Looks like Chuck Norris he's going harder than he did before.
Oh, I know. It looks like he has. What is he doing? I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, this is new to me too, Dennis.
He is somehow levitating completely parallel off the horse on its right side. And he is holding himself mid-air. And he is punching. Oh my goodness! Look at this drive! Oh my god! Hole in one!
There's never been anything like this in entire history of
Chuck
golf.
Norris is back.
He's back. He will be.
Willem
making it to
Dafoe
round
really
3.
needs to step his game up if he's going to compete with Chuck Norris in this level, because horse golf has never seen anything like this.
Willem Dafoe's it's going to be hard for him to keep this one up.
It really is. And luckily, he has groupies that he has brought to kind of stimulate, keep his performance at peak level, which is nice for all of us, honestly.
Right. We're all okay with it.
Yeah.
We all signed off on it.
Yeah, we all had to sign a waiver. It was a pretty cool waiver.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see this?
Oh.
He has stuck his penis inside of this groupie, and he is using her as the tip of his club.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
using her to hit this ball.
What is
He has
happening?
stepped his game up. He knows what Chuck Norris is about. There it goes.
Here
It's
we
going.
go. Oh my goodness, this drive. Oh my.
Almost.
Oh, it's rolling. Wait, it's rolling back. It's rolling back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Willem Dafoe has made it to round 2.
Oh my gosh.
Battle boards.
I don't think we've seen a battle boards in a year.
Not with these types of contestants.
I know. I can't believe these two are keeping up with each other. They are going full force right now, and it is very intense, if you can't tell by the tone of my voice.
Nobody's even been paying attention to Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back.
Oh my goodness.
He showed up out of the blue at the qualification rounds before round 1. He didn't want anybody to know that he was back.
What?
He's been living on an island. Claims that he was dead.
Oh my gosh.
That's why everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah, everybody did think he was dead.
He decides to come back to play a little horse golf, and he's made it. He's made it to round 2. Nobody really even...
That's really surprising.
noticed.
I feel like a lot of people would have noticed that. Especially since, we all thought he was dead.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But
Nobody really even took his chances, the one who lost.
Right. So we have Chuck Norris, Willem Dafoe, and Hugh Hefner all in the final round. I'm sorry, second round.
Second round. One will be eliminated, down to 2 for round 3.
And that is elimination by death. Correct.
Correct.
All right.
Just
hopefully,
as it was today.
Correct. Exactly.
The loser does die. That is the rules. Donald Sutherland was the loser of round 1.
Was he not able to get his ball in?
No.
Oh my God.
Not before Hugh Hefner did.
Oh wow.
Chuck Norris was first. Willem Dafoe was second. Hugh Hefner third. Donald Sutherland came in last.
Oh my
Which,
gosh.
at that point, everybody knows what happens. If you don't die by loss, you have to give yourself up to the council.
And it's public stoning. It's public stoning. And it's very intense things.
It is. I mean, you have stones as big as a fist.
But we also provide gravel just in case, some people like to, just be annoying. That guy's really throwing some stones right there.
Well, and if just to throw this out here, Donald Sutherland will be placed in section B of the crowd, in the middle of the empty seats that we have kept reserved. And if you want, you can $10 for 50 stones. It's really cheap.
Wow.
$10 for 50 stones.
And they'll probably have deals once you get down there. They'll
at
have
the concession
ticket booths.
stands.
Yeah, they'll have ticket booths and stuff, and you can find some people. I know they usually run good deals.
They've got some actually really cool stones to use. They're giant with spikes on them.
Yeah, they have
cool.
customizable stones now, which is kind of cool. You can actually combine stones, which is really surprising.
They have magnets so that one can stand on one side, the other on the other side, and when they throw it, it kind of like comes together. Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's really cool. Some of them don't really connect to the body, but they'll miss the arm, but they'll pinch it. You'll get a chunk of it off. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, those are a little bit more expensive, more pricey, but
it's really intense.
It's worth it. Just wait until we find out who loses round 2.
Oh yeah.
And then
if you don't go out on the course, you don't want to find out what happens if you make it last.
Yeah. I mean that hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
Because there's normally always one, like I said last year, Tony Hawk.
Right.
Fell off. They fall off right away. And honestly, if the way I look at it is Willem Dafoe, he's a fit older man. He's fit.
Exactly.
Chuck Norris, same thing. Hugh Hefner, not really.
Yeah. Especially coming back from the dead.
And that old
coming back to life.
I don't know if he can
I think that's gonna put a strain on his stamina. And especially his endurance. I don't think he's going to hold.
Right, he's going to go back to the dead is what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's going to be just a pile at some point in this competition.
Right.
And
we've got scorpions out there.
Oh, I know.
Poisonous snakes. I mean, porcupines.
Jaguars and, anteaters.
There's a couple really pissed off alley cats that we put out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit won't
couple
kill you, but...
rabid raccoons that we found in some dumpsters. And I think that there's a couple skunks as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, you know, the environment is all going. You got, you know...
There's one moose.
There is. And if you find the moose, you don't really want to find the moose.
Right.
He is not your friend, let me tell you.
He's a pissed off moose.
Yeah. He's the only moose. That's why he's mad.
And there's one caged up bull that will, if they run over the lever that opens that cage up, that bull will come out.
Exactly.
And they gotta make sure they don't hit that lever, but that lever's...
And that lever is actually disguised as a bonus point. So, you know, if it just depends on if these people decide that they want to get this bonus point or not.
And there's a couple bonus points that are real.
Yeah.
But there's that one. There's
one that releases the bull.
Right, it's lion. And there is a lion.
Yeah.
I mean,
there is a lion.
There's a lion.
There's a lion. That's another one of the bonus. It's actually... It's near the end. But we'll find out once you get there.
The worst one?
The elephant. I know.
Well, okay, I would say the elephant could be the worst one, but I think to me the worst one is Steve Harvey.
Oh,
he's out
right
there.
At the very end.
Right. Comes out of nowhere. Naked grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
naked grandma. Right, exactly. Like, and not to mention, like, he's already stripped down, so it's even weirder.
Right.
You're like, what the fuck? And you know, you gotta get to round 3 because it's a surprise.
Right. Man, it has been a long ride through battlegrounds.
I know.
Battle boards.
Battle rounds.
The battle rounds and the battle boards.
I know.
And, you know, as we predicted, Hugh Hefner
is still holding up surprisingly well, but he's missing a leg at the moment.
Right. That line.
I really think that yeah, I know, and I think that that's really taking away from his time.
Well, and he's closer to the smaller animals now because he's sitting down on the board.
Right. And that's where all the snakes and the scorpions and that's where all that shit is.
And he's got like an oil slick from the blood spewing out from his legs. He didn't stop.
Right.
And you know what the worst part was? Was when Willem Dafoe, he was riding and his dick like caught on to the fucking leg.
Oh, jeez.
Started dragging it, whipping Chuck Norris in the face with it.
Right. It's crazy. Like, you just see... And Chuck Norris, you know, that didn't faze him at all. Yeah. He wasn't even using the board. He was just walking.
Right.
Which was really crazy.
The weird thing is, though, you know, when we took that break between rounds...
Yeah.
And we were right after the golf round...
Right.
I actually went out there and I was talking to Chuck Norris, and you know, I have to say, like, he sure as shit looks like Chuck Norris, but
something's different.
He's acting like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, you're right.
He was sounding like his voice was even kind of sounding like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Had that Asian sound, not that Chuck Norris, you know?
Right.
I'm wondering what happened with that blood diffusion.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out more, you know, as this competition continues.
Yeah, I mean, for right now, they have decided to change his name.
Yeah.
Just in case.
He is identifying as Bruce Lee, which is kind of weird.
Right, so they've now started calling him Bruce Norris.
Yeah, exactly.
But hopefully Hugh Hefner lasts out around this last curve.
Yeah,
he's looking kind of wobbly.
He is. He's coming around that turn. That is a sharp turn. A complete 90-degree angle turn. And
oh man!
Oh, he has hit the sidewall, exploded on impact. This is kind of insane.
The moose is now over there sitting on his lap.
Well, what's left of his lap,
right.
at least. It's very shocking what we are getting here. The footage that is coming in. We're gonna actually have to take a break. But we'll keep you posted just to see if you actually get to see round 3.
Right. Well, Dennis, it's been really good.
It has.
It's been a really good this good run.
Yeah, it has been a really good run. We've seen some really good competitors come out tonight, and I'm really glad to see these people perform at high velocity, because this is high velocity.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Well, until next time.
Until next time.
See you at round 3.
See you around 3.